Hey guys, today I'm going to be reading out of James chapter 1 verses 2 through 4. It says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." How do we consider trials pure joy? I don't know about you, but that's definitely not the most natural thing that comes to mind when I'm going through something hard. But the reason that James is saying this is because of what it produces. He said, "You know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." And the definition of perseverance is continuing to the end, leading to eternal salvation. As we go through trials and we see how God works in our life, our faith increases. And it says that it makes us mature and complete, not lacking anything. That is something that we can rejoice in. To look ahead and know that our perseverance, our temporary struggles and the things that we're going through are leading to something greater. That God is doing something in our hearts, even whenever we don't feel it or we don't see it, and have faith that we trust Him and we keep walking with Him. So today, while you're on your mat, I don't know what you're going through, but I want you to evaluate your heart. And if there are things in your life that seem like a challenge or a trial, look to God and ask Him, how might you be working in my heart? And how can I allow you to work in my heart through this so that I can be mature and complete in you? So grab your mat and your water and let's get started. Alright friends, we're going to get started today with the knees together, sitting back onto the heels. Interlace the fingers and press the palms forward. Inhaling, opening up between the shoulder blades. And exhale, drop the chin down into the chest, and let's begin to roll out the neck to the right side. Slowly opening up each side of the neck. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, and begin to reverse those rolls going the opposite direction. Inhale, moving gently here. Releasing tension, and exhale out through the mouth. Come back to center, and we're going to release the right hand back and reach high with the left arms, opening up the chest and the left side of the body. Inhale, opening. And exhale, swing the fingertips around, plant the left hand down and reach high with the right fingertips. Inhale, elongating through the body. And exhale out, great job. Come back to center and let's release the hands behind the hips with the fingertips facing forward. Begin to bend the elbows and release the forehead back. Opening up the heart. Drawing the shoulder blades together. So we're resting here on the forearms. Inhale, elongating. Open mouth, exhale, release. Let's take one more deep breath here. Great job. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Bring the fingertips forward and fold over the legs into your child's pose. Maybe keeping the knees together here, or maybe spreading the knees out wide. Let's take 3 deep breaths all together here in our child's pose. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale it out. Inhale. And exhale, allowing the chest to come a little bit closer down towards the mat. One more deep breath in. And exhale, begin to roll onto the forearms, Lift the knees away from the mat, and we're going to find a dolphin plank. Starting to engage the core here, drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Let's hold here in our plank for 3 breaths. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale it out. Great job. Keep holding. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take 8 dolphin push-ups. So as we do that, lift the hips, keeping those elbows pressed into the mat, and then come back down into your plank for 1. Reach it high and down for 2. And 3. And 4. Great job. 5, 6, 7. Last one. And 8. Great job. Press the hips down onto the mat and find your Sphinx posture, opening up the chest towards the front, releasing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Lift the crown of the head high. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Release the chest down onto the mat, and we're going to find a locust pose. So reach the fingertips back, really lifting away from the mat. And then bring the toes off of the mat, and let's hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale, opening up the chest, engaging the core. Exhale it out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale, staying high. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down under the shoulders and lift all the way up into your upward facing dog. Inhale, stretching out through the ab muscles and the core. And exhale, lift the hips, tuck the toes, and find your downward facing dog. Begin to walk out the feet, bending 1 knee at a time, starting to warm up the backs of the legs. Inhale the right toes high for 3-legged dog. Make sure that the hips are square and that there's equal weight in the hands. Bend the knee and draw it into the chest, and release back out into your 3-legged dog. Let's take this 3 more times. Inhale into the chest, exhale, release. Inhale and out. 1 more. Inhale the knee into the chest, and exhale, 3-legged dog. Getting a nice stretch here, opening up through the hips. And then step that foot in between the hands, rise up for crescent lunge. Starting to sink into this lunge, square off the shoulders and the hips. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, opening up that chest. Interlace the fingers except for the pointer fingers. And we're going to take 8 crescent lunge dips. So dropping that back knee down to the mat and releasing back high for 1. Down and up for 2. Dip and up for 3 and 4. 5, 3 more. 6 and 7 and 8. Great job coming back into your high crescent lunge. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, drop the back heel down and find your warrior 2. Inhale, extending through the fingertips. And exhale, flip the front palm and take it back for peaceful warrior. Inhale, opening up the right side of the body. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step the right foot back, and take a vinyasa flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking that same flow on the opposite side, inhale the left toes high for 3-legged dog. Bend the knee and inhale the knee into the chest. Exhale, 3-legged dog for 1. 3 more. Inhale to chest. Exhale, out. In and out for 3. 1 more. Inhale and exhale, 3-legged dog. Step that foot in between the hands, rise up for crescent lunge. Inhale, open up the chest, squaring out the shoulders and the hips. Interlace the fingers except for the pointers, and let's take our crescent lunge dips. Inhale down and exhale. Down and up for 2. Down 3, 4, 5, 3 more, you got this, 6, 7, and last one, 8, great job. Open up into your warrior 2, dropping that right heel down, extending the fingertips out. Inhale and exhale, flip the front palm, take it back for your peaceful warrior. Inhale, elongating. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step the left foot back, and take a vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Take a moment to breathe here. Maybe again walking out those feet, bending the knees if that feels good. Maybe coming up onto the toes and back down, letting the heels start to come a little bit closer to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the right toes high, and exhale, step that foot under the body and across to the opposite side for star pose, opening up the left arm and reaching the chest open towards the sky. Let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale, planting through that right hand. Exhale it out, lifting through the hips. You got it. Inhale and exhale. Gently place that left hand back into the mat and reach the right toes high for 3-legged dog. Bend the knee and step the right foot in between the hands. Rise up for warrior 2. Inhale and exhale, reach the fingertips high, turn the right toes in, and find your wide-legged fold. Releasing the head down towards the mat, opening up through the spine and the lower back. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold down, maybe grabbing onto the opposite ankles, maybe sending the fingertips through the legs, or whatever is comfortable for you today. Take 1 more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Plant the left hand into the mat, reach the right fingertips high, and find your twisted wide-legged fold. Inhale the gaze towards the sky, opening up the chest towards the right. Exhale it out. Great job. 1 more deep breath here. In and exhale, switching to the other side. Right hand comes into the mat, left fingertips reach high. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale out through the mouth. 1 more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Plant the hands into the mat and start to turn the left toes out, bending that left knee, and find your flying monkey posture. So maybe sitting on a block here, or maybe just letting the hips come down towards the mat, reaching the right toes high. You can bring the hands to heart center, or maybe find a bind, holding hands behind the back. Close the eyes, inhale, really opening up that left hip, and exhale it out, sinking a little bit deeper into this posture. 1 more deep breath in, and exhale, plant the hands, slowly move back through your wide-legged fold, walk the hands over to the right toes, turn them towards the front, and rise up into your warrior 2. Inhale, extending. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step the right foot back, and take your vinyasa flow. Moving with the breath here. Inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Inhale the left toes high, and exhale, step that foot under the body over to the right side and find your star pose. Reaching the right fingertips high, open up the chest. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale, engaging the core. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Gently place that right hand back into the mat and find your 3-legged dog, reaching those toes high. Bend the knee and exhale, step in between the hands, rise up for warrior 2. Inhale, extending. Exhale, let the hips come a little bit lower here into your lunge. Inhale the fingertips high, turn the left toes in, and find your wide-legged fold on the opposite side. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, either stay here in your fold or maybe you take an inversion here. Again, always take what's available to you today. If it's too advanced, stay in your wide-legged fold. But if you'd like to get upside down here, do it carefully. Inhale and exhale out through the mouth. One more deep breath wherever you're at. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come back into your wide-legged fold if you weren't already. And let's plant the right hand in the center of the mat and find our wide-legged twist. Inhale, the left fingertips high. Exhale out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. And exhale, switching the hands, coming to your twist on the opposite side. Right fingertips high. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale it out. One more. Inhale. And exhale, plant the hand back down. Turn the right toes out, and we're going to move into our flying monkey on the opposite side. So again, using a block if that feels good, or bringing the hands together, or finding a bind here. Close the eyes. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale, really opening up and stretching through that right hip muscle. Inhale one more time. Exhale, plant the hands, slowly move the hips back to center for your wide-legged fold. Walk the hands over to the left foot, turn the toes forward, and rise up into your warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step the left foot back, and take your vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Taking another minute here to slow down the breath. Maybe walk out the feet, and taking a moment here to breathe. In through the nose. And open mouth, exhale it out. Great job. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Take the top of that right foot and plant it into the mat. Slowly drag the right knee up to meet the right thumb and find your pigeon pose, releasing the back leg down. Inhale, open up the chest, reaching the crown of the head high. And then exhale, slowly make your way into a sleeping pigeon. Resting the head on the forearms. Making sure you're flexing that right foot, protecting the knee. And we're just going to close the eyes and breathe here for a moment. Inhaling through the nose. And open mouth, exhaling. Letting go of any busy thoughts, any worries or stresses, and just being present here. Breathing into that right hip. Open mouth, exhaling out any tension or tightness found there. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Plant the hands under the shoulders. Lift the chest away from the leg. And we're going to swing the left leg around, finding our shoelace posture. Stacking the left knee on top of the right, bringing the heels beside the hips, and sitting up tall through the crown of the head. Inhale the right fingertips high, and exhale, drop the right hand down into the mid-back, and then use that left hand to either reach towards the fingertips or maybe holding hands behind the back. Let the shoulders come down and away from the ears. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale it out. Let's take one more of those deep cleansing breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly release the hands. Bring the left toes back around. And we're going to rise the hips back up into a downward facing dog. Taking our last one of the practice, maybe walking out the feet, or maybe finding stillness with the heels. Take the top of that left foot and slowly drag the left knee up to meet the left thumb, finding your pigeon posture on the opposite side. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, slowly make your way into your sleeping pigeon posture. Resting the head, closing the eyes, and tuning back into the breath. Inhale and exhale. Notice where your mind has been. Has it been busy and hurrying? Is it hard to slow down in this moment and allow yourself to be present? Inhale and exhale. Great job releasing just a little bit heavier into this posture. One more deep breath in and exhale it out, planting the hands under the shoulders. Lift the chest away from the leg and swing the right knee around to come on top of the left, finding our shoelace posture on the other side. Inhale the left fingertips high and exhale, maybe holding hands or maybe just reaching today for our shoelace posture. Close the eyes, open up the chest. Deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, let it out. One more of those. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands. And we're going to let the feet come onto the mat in front of us and give those knees a hug. Inhale, reach the fingertips back. And exhale, swing them forward and arch through the spine, chin to chest. Slowly start to release the back onto the mat, each vertebrae making contact with the mat at a time. And then coming all the way down onto your back, bring the knees into the chest and maybe find a rock from side to side if that feels good. Inhale and exhale. Plant the feet on the outside edges of the mat, arms coming out to a T, and let's just take some slow windshield wipers, letting the knees fall to one side and then the other, taking your time here, slowing it down. Inhale and exhale, opening up the hips and the glute muscles, finding some movement here in the core. Inhale and exhale, and when you're ready, we're going to find our final resting posture in Shavasana or corpse pose. Closing the eyes and finding stillness to finish out our practice today. And as we're here, I want to leave you with 3 questions to be thinking on and praying on, and maybe spending some time journaling later. What trials or challenges are you facing in your life right now? How can you allow these challenges to produce faith and perseverance in your heart? How can you have joy today, knowing that these trials are only leading you closer to the Father when you focus on Him? Lord, thank you for this time of moving and breathing together. Thank you for the opportunity that we can tend to our body's needs and our heart and our mind's needs. Lord, would you reveal to us when we are having trouble having joy, God? When we are allowing the circumstances in our life to get the best of us and to steal our joy. And God, would you give us supernatural joy? Would you give us your joy that even though we walk through trials, we know that you are with us, and we can have hope in that. Lord, let our joy be a testimony for the people around us, that when they find their hope in you, that they can have it too. Lord, thank you for these truths. Help it to just wash over our hearts today. We love you, and it's in your name we pray. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today for this power yoga flow, and I pray that these words would change your heart today, and that you would experience a refreshing from the Lord today. I look forward to seeing you next time.